Good morning, Bobby Lee here with Hurricane Creek Farms. Looks to be a beautiful day, as long as you don't mind it being hot and dry. The weather forecast for the next 10 days or whatever on the extended forecast is pretty much, it's just Groundhog Day. It's high 90, low mid 60s, less than 10% chance of rain. That's what kind of the pattern we're stuck in right now, which, hey, should be good. Hey, weather. We're gonna, get the mower greased up, get it put back on tractor there, and probably head to the hayfield and get some hay cut later on today. If things go like the weather looks like it should go, and we don't have any breakdowns, we'll be not completely done with the second cutting of hay, but we'll be close to it by this time next week because there's no rain in the forecast. So anyway, is what it is. Get this baby greased up. First time using it since we kind of did some of the major repairs with all those bolts, putting the helicoils in there. So yeah, cross our fingers, say a bit of a prayer that it all holds together, but let's get this thing greased up. May need to go get some fuel. I know the tractor needs fuel. I'm not sure how much I've got in transfer tank on the truck. Yeah, I have a good feeling that tank might be empty, so I may need to go get fuel before we get started anyway. That's fine. It's just a little after 9. We still got a little dew on the ground. It won't hurt to let that dry off a little more before we start cutting. Still got that new tractor smell in here. Gonna roll her over 50 hours today. Yeah, we only got about a quarter tank of fuel, so get over here a little closer to the truck after we get hooked up and see if we need to go get fuel on the truck, or is there enough to fill this thing up. Think about it, if I cut as much hay as what I have in my mind that I might cut today, I may need to fill this thing, fill it up before we start, and we may need a little more to get done. May need more than a full tank. I guess the simpler way to say it. But let's get pulled up here and get hooked up. Okay, so fortunately, did have some fuel in the transfer tank on the truck. See if it's enough to top it off. Like I said, I think we're gonna need probably enough to fill it up and maybe a little more to get through today. But if we had that much, save us a trip to get some more fuel before we get started, be nice. It's about 10 o'clock already now. It's hot, just hooking up this mower, and that's gonna be it. All right. Well, just as well, before we get started, we'll run up the road, grab some fuel, and then maybe sometime before noon we'll get started. All right, finally got it rolling, about 11:15 or so. Went ahead and grabbed a quick early lunch, so we want to stop. I'll say so we won't have to stop. Got here to this first little field, which is like an acre, and I think got everything set, but noticed the outside disc, one of the knives is completely broken. The other one's in bad shape, so we'll go ahead and cut off this little patch, and because we are just next door to the house, we'll run back over there, do a couple of new knives on there, and then maybe officially get rolling for good after that. But that's something we should have checked before we got started. Knew better. I don't know why I didn't. Looky there, put the new Ag Zaga toolbox to work. Yeah, just ran right back home here. Got, yeah, that knife pretty much completely broken off. That one there bent up pretty good. It's actually cutting pretty decent, but no sense continuing that. We'll get these off here and put another set on, and yeah, have it back like it should be. Okay. Can't really say new knives, but that's why we don't throw away our old ones until they look about like that. But, okay. So we'll head back to the field again. All right, got my main man helping me drive. What do you think about cutting hay? It's good. Having fun? All right. Hasn't got too boring just yet. We're still in the first field that he's helping with, so hopefully he doesn't get bored too quickly. Today is parent-teacher conference day, so kids are out of school. We went and did our conferences first thing this morning. We're gonna get a little work done this afternoon. Thanks, it's been pretty fun. As you can probably appreciate, back out through our really dirty windows, which, hey, we're taking applications. Me out here as a professional tractor window cleaner. I need to take it upon myself to do that. A lot of crabgrass, a lot of Johnson grass in here. Johnson grass, the best it's been all year, which we like it just fine as a cattle hay. You can see a fair amount in here. I've said it before, but we used to cuss it, you know, when I was growing up, and we were, you know, on the horse quality Bermuda grass. But the reality is it makes a really good cattle feed. So anyway, we're in just the second of 5 different fields on this farm. We'll see what time it is when we get done. We may even try to cut a little more on another place. Weather's favorable. We'll have all weekend to get it up. It's, you know, what's this old saying, make hay while the sun shines? That's kind of where we are right now. What do you think, buddy? Good. Everything, his response is always good. Good. What do you think about us cutting a bunch of hay today?
It might be a lot.
What's that?
Might be a lot.
He's right, it might be a lot. Willow trees that have fallen out in this field. I'm meaning to get over here with a bigger tractor and a bucket. I think I'm gonna see if I can just, I've got the forks on the front there. They're not big trees, see if I can just kind of push them out of the way, not knocking out the front glass or denting up the grill or anything. You gonna film?
Yes, and also we already did one and he broke it, and then but we got it out of the way.
Yeah, Willow's gonna have to cut that back. I've already moved one tree. Weren't filming, I'm sorry. The tree, I remembered it being bigger than it actually was, so when I actually looked at it closer, I'm like, oh, it's smaller than I thought, or than I remembered. We went ahead and we were able to move it. So, here, you film. We'll see if we can move it. That's exactly right. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Tell you what. Yeah, in the interest of just not tearing anything up, especially right here as we're trying to get done cutting hay. We're gonna stop. We'll be back over here with the tractor and a loader, hopefully the big tractor even, and may try to finish pushing these out of the way. But got the lower one mostly out of the way, didn't we? All right, we're gonna finish cutting. It's just this little narrow neck going out of this field, and we got one more little field on this farm. We're gonna move probably to my parents' house.
It's like a giant person, tinny, like it's like a bridge.
Oh yeah. Got a barrel rolled out in the way. There you go. Good job, buddy. Yeah, one of his grand's barrels, where she practices barrel racing, kind of rolled out into the hayfield. Now we can get by. Hey, are you having fun? I think he's starting to get bored. All right, we just finished up the last field. That was, if you count all the different little fields on the two properties, that was 8 different little patches we cut for probably, I don't know, maybe about 20 acres, maybe closer to 25.
While we were here, we were talking to my puppy, and he got me a hat.
Yeah, Willis's Poppy gave him a new hat. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's nearly 6 o'clock. Poppy is home from the vet clinic now, and so yeah, we need to get home.
Yeah, we need to go home.
We got other things to do. Sister is at softball practice. Yep, they just got there a few minutes ago. They'll be home about dark.
This is a 4-5.
It means me and you are cooking supper, and we do have some T-bones laid out. We're actually probably gonna do like a stir fry with those, but kind of an Asian type flair for our beef tonight. But we're done cutting hay. We're headed home. We do have to check cows at home, but we may not film that. So if that's the end of the video, what do you say?
Eat beef and God bless.
See y'all next time. Probably baling some hay.